Good evening, everybody. For all of us in New England, I believe we all survived the storm and probably Jersey too, right? Uh, I don't know about you guys, but I think we got about 27 inches in our area. Um, what fun.
Mhm.
So, hopefully we're on to sunnier, brighter, maybe warmer days, although I see next week might get a little chilly again. But it'll be warmer and sunnier for you and me, Ari. We're going to
Right, I
Florida.
can't wait.
I can't wait. So that's kind of what got me inspired for this page because I'm going to use this for Key West. Um, so what I want to do here is just quickly go over ingredients. I know I already told everybody who's online with us tonight, but just for everybody out in video land, so you know, let's take a look. So let's see, today is February 24th, right? Is that right?
Yes.
Yes,
25th.
tomorrow's the 25th, right? Yeah.
No,
25th.
today's the
Today's the
25th.
Today's the
25th.
25th. Yeah, today's the 25th. Ah, okay.
I was muted. I was like yelling at the thing. That
All
was
right.
funny.
So for papers, you need one piece for your base. I'm just using free title paper from a paper pack. We're going to refer to everything in layers. So this is going to be layer number 1 for me. And this is it right here on the page. Okay. I have this shorter strip only because it's a scrap and I might be able to use it. We'll see. But these, it's this nice polka dot paper. The other side has leaves. Oops. So you can kind of see that. But I'll be using this side. And that's going to be layer number 2. And then my beautiful little flamingos. I love this paper. It is so cute. This is going to be layer number 3, which will be this strip here. And then I'm going to use, I think it's called soft pink cardstock for my mats and this little border here. All right. Now, in addition to your 12-inch trimmer, if you have 2 little small binder clips, take those out. We're going to use those tonight. You're going to want your repositionable tape runner. You are going to want, if you have it, a pair of scissors also. That's going to come in handy. If you have the border layout ruler, this is optional. You don't need it, but it might come in handy. And I'll be making this little border piece with my border cutting tool and my red blade from the custom cutting system. Okay. All right. Are we ready? All right, so let me move this off my mat. Oh, your 13-inch mat is going to be a huge help to you on this also. So if you have it and it's not on your table, break it out. Okay. So the first thing we want to do is let's just get the hard thing over with, or the more challenging part. Maybe it's not hard, but maybe it's just challenging. So we're going to start on our base piece. Now we're going to create a frame. So if you look on my original, we cut out a square, okay? And it's just to save a little paper and to create a little less bulk on your page, all right? So what you're gonna wanna do is, oh, I didn't hit record, did I? Oh, gosh darn it. Did I hit record?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Oh, I did hit record. Oh my God.
Yeah, you're recording. It's okay.
You know, I didn't take my nap today. Now you'll see why.
You're doing
Big
great.
excuse.
You're doing great.
Getting ahead of myself.
Your base page, Michelle, you said you could use a scrap piece.
Yeah, I'm just using the title piece from a a paper
Awesome.
pack.
Thank
So,
you.
all right, so the binder clips. What we want to do is have the top of your housing unit. So here's our housing unit, okay? We're essentially making a 2-inch frame on this sheet of paper. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put, I think I want the top. We want to cut at 2 inches and the bottom one, hold on. I just want to make sure I had that right. 11 inches. So for the bottom, we're going to put our binder clip at 11 inches. So that way the bottom, just want to make sure, right? Yeah, that'll do it. So it's going to be easier if I hold it up and show. All right, so see this white line, okay? There's 1 inch on either side of it on the housing unit, okay? We want that white line when it's at the bottom of the trimmer to fall on the 10-inch mark. So that's where it's going to start cutting. And then if we come up here, there, we want to put the other clip at the 1-inch mark. So that way your white line falls on the 2-inch mark, and that's where we're going to start cutting from. So basically, this is just going to cause you to stop and go. You can't go over, you can't go under, okay? It's your little safeguard here. So we're going to start by lining up our paper to the 2-inch mark.
Did you say put the clip at the 1 inch and the 10 inch?
The top of your clip should
Yep.
be at the 11-inch mark,
Gotcha. That makes more sense.
and
Okay.
the bottom of your clip should be at the 1-inch mark
Yep. Okay.
at the top. All right.
Yep.
Everybody
Okay.
got that? So now, if you don't have binder clips, and I know it is possible, what you're going to want to do is have to start the top of your housing unit, which means the very end at the top should be at the 1-inch mark. Okay. And we're going to press down and cut and bring the bottom of your housing unit to the 11-inch mark. So if you don't have the binder clips, you're going to go from 1 inch to 11 inches. All right. And once you've done that, you're going to lift the bar and rotate 1 turn. And you're going to line up at the 2-inch mark again. And we're going to do the same thing. So from the 1-inch mark all the way to the 11-inch mark.
Makes it so much easier.
Doesn't it? All right.
Yep.
And then we're going to rotate again and line up at the 2-inch mark. And we're going to go 1 inch to 11 inches. And then this is our last rotation. So we get all 4 sides. And we're lining up at the 2-inch mark for the last time. And 1 inch to 11 inches. And now your little square should just fall out. And we have this frame. And the nice thing about this, you know, if your frame isn't perfect, it doesn't matter because you're not going to see it. It's going to be covered with another piece of paper. So don't get, you know, let me see if I can find one. Wow, I actually didn't do too bad. But if you went a little long and cut, oh, here's one. Okay. So see how, I cut into it a little bit here, but it's going to be covered with paper, so you don't have to worry about it. So once you've made the frame, you can take your binder clips off. All right. Now, what we're going to do is come over to your 13-inch mat, and you're going to take your repositionable tape runner. And in each corner, you're just going to put a little dab. Because as we start adhering things to the frame, we don't want it to move. All right. So go ahead. All four corners, just a little dab will do you. And then at the end, when we're done, we just have to remember to wipe it off your mat so things don't stick to it. All right. And this is going to help us with measurement and whatnot. Okay. Now, the next thing we're going to work on is layer number 1. So layer number 1 is this piece here. All right, so this is the layer that goes directly on the base page. I just want to see if this is upside down or right side up. I think I have it this time. So we're going to take our trimmer, and essentially all we're doing is making an 11-inch square. All right, so line up to the 11-inch mark. And one little strip off. And then we're just going to rotate one turn, line up to the 11-inch mark again. All right, these 2 strips are extra. We're not using them in this layout, so you can put them to the side. Now I'm going to tack this down on my frame. So when you're putting your tape runner on this paper, just go on the edges. You don't want to go in the middle because there's nothing there to adhere it to. So just go down the edges of your paper with your tape runner. And make sure you have it going in the correct direction. And now what you want to do, and this might be helpful, but I'm going to take my border layer ruler and I'm going to line the top of that ruler to the 1/2-inch mark. I need to stand up just so I can see it. Give me a sec. Sorry if my head's in the way. I'll move it in 1 second. Okay. Oh, wait, sorry. I meant to do that from the bottom. Ay. Okay. So notice how I'm going off the mat and I'm just lining it up. I suppose I could do it from the top too and just go off the paper. Either way is fine. But the goal is to just line the bottom of my paper up against that ruler. And also I want to be about a 1/2 inch from either side. So it's equal distance on all 4 sides. We're basically doing a 1/2-inch border all around. Right.
I had white behind it, but I didn't. I had too many pages.
Now, layer number 2. Is everybody at the same spot as me? I don't want to rush anybody.
I'm confused.
Okay. Layer number 2. So what I need now are 2 4-inch wide by 10 inches long strips. So I think this one might already be 4 inches. Let me just check. Yeah, this one's already 4. So that one's good. So I'm just going to cut one more. So I'm going to line up at the 4-inch mark. Right. This to the side. I don't need any more of that. And then I'm going to stack my 2 4-inch strips. And I'm going to line up to the 10-inch mark. And give that a cut. All right, this is extra. So put that aside. And then I'm going to take my, oh, I love this flamingo paper. I don't know why I love it so much, but I do. So this is going to be my middle strip here. Okay. And I'm going to cut that at the 2-inch mark. I'm not going to cut any length of it. I just want it to be 2 inches by 12 inches. All right. This is all extra, so I'm going to put that to the side. And then let me just see. I can't remember what I did for mat sizes. Well, let me figure it out. I think it was
2.
I think it's okay. My mats on this particular one are 3.5 by 4.5. So I'm going to take
I don't understand.
my cardstock and I'm going to line up at the 3.5-inch mark twice. So 1 and 2. And then I'm going to stack these. Uh-oh, I think I did that one wrong. What did I do? Oh, I did 4 inches. Right. Let me just cut
These are, I'm not understanding. What is that?
a little ahead of myself, apparently.
Can you tell me where the 4-inch pieces are going to go?
Yep, they're going to go on top of layer 1. It's where the
So
polka
it's
dots
the
are.
dotted. It's the
Yep.
dotted.
Yep.
Okay. And now you're putting the mats on top of that.
Correct.
Okay.
All right.
So
And the
with
mats were 3 by what?
the mats were the first cut on the mats was what? 3.5
3.5 inches long.
and 2 of them?
Yep, cut 2 strips.
Okay. Thanks.
Then you're going to stack them and you'll cut at 4.5 inches. So we'll end up having 4 3.5 by 4.5-inch mats.
So we want 4.5 by 4.5 mats?
3.5 by 4.5.
3.5 by 4.5. Okay.
Yep, and you want 4 of those. All right. So we got our 4 mats there. Now, I did it. Ah, somebody. Oh, there it is. Now, for the border, so this little pink cardstock here, what I'm going to do this is taped down on my mat, so I don't want to move it. So I'm just going to put this over it for now. Hopefully this works like this before, but we'll see. So I'm going to take a little of my extra cardstock and line it up all the way to the right-hand corner of my mat. Now, if you don't have the border tool that I'm using, like I said, just use your trimmer and maybe cut about a 1-inch strip with a decorative blade. Or you can do a 1-inch strip on your decorative trimmer if you have that. If you have the border cutting tools, I'm using the one that has, I can't remember what it's called, but it's got this little bump in the middle. So let me see if I can put it up. You can see what it looks like. I don't know how helpful that is. It's kind of still hard to see, but you get the idea. So there's a little swell on this side and a little swell on this side, and then it's like a little peak here. All right. So that's the one I'm using. Now, the border tool has these little tabs right here. So I'm going to go ahead and put it on the mat, and I want the inside of that tab to just kind of touch the cardstock. It's not going to go on it or over it. It's just going to touch it. So it just butts up against it. And then I'm going to take my red blade and I'm just going to go ahead and cut down that whole side of that border. Right? I get this little swell. Oops. And then get rid of this because I don't need it. I'm going to go to my trimmer. And I think I did an inch, so I'll just line it up at the inch and see how it looks. So I'm going to make it about an inch in width. 3. One inch. All right, there we go. And if you've been keeping up with me, we now have everything cut that we need. So now we can continue our layering. So let me get all my pieces. So what you're going to want to do, let's put the mats aside for now. And the first thing we're going to want to do is put our flamingo strip down, or whatever you're using for the middle. So go ahead and, by the way, there's just never enough space on your table when you scrap, is there?
Nope.
For sure.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and put some adhesive on the strip. And now because we're on our 13-inch mat and we want this perfectly centered, or as perfectly centered as we can get it, if I line the bottom edge of the strip to about 5-inch mark, and then the top edge will hit the 7-inch mark. And that should get you right smack dab in the middle of your page. All right. All right, so I think I did a little bigger on the strip before. It looks like I might have done 1.5 inches or so, but it's not going to make a big difference. What I'm going to go ahead and do, although you know what, I do want it to match, so maybe I'll cut one. Give me a second. don't remember. I almost think I'm at an 1.75 inches. I didn't think I did it that big, but well, yeah, I did. Let me just cut one more. I am really enjoying the new border cutting tools. I think they are much easier to use than the decorative trimmer. And you get 4 different types of patterns versus only 2 with the decorative trimmer. So kind of cool. All right, so that I have done. And now I think I'm going to do like 1.25 inches. So let's see, or 1.75 inches, I think I said. I'll just put it. And if it's too big, I can always cut it down. Yeah, I think that's a little too big, but let's see. Yep. So let's do 1.5 inches. ¼ inch. I should have written this measurement down, but I didn't. All right, so I must have done 1.25 inches. I'm just gonna keep going here. All right, so let's see. Right here. I think I'll do it straight. All right.
It's a 4.5 inch.
Ah, that's it. Okay, you're good. That away. So now I'm going to go ahead and put tape runner on this. And I'm going to put this on the border. I'm going to leave like maybe 1/8 to 1/4 inch from the bottom of that border. About 1/8 of an inch, I think. Just to let some of that flamingo show through on the bottom. So it's there. All right. Now my 2 4 by 10-inch pieces. Let's go ahead and put some tape runner on. All right. So I'm going to come over here. And these are 10 inches in length. Well, I guess the way we're looking at it width because we're going sideways. But we want to center it. And we just want to butt up against the top of the flamingos. We don't want to go over and we don't want to tuck. We just want to butt up against it. Just go flush to the side and put that down. And we're going to do the same thing with the bottom strip. We're just going to give ourselves a little border, center it, and just butt up against that little flamingo strip in the middle. All right. And then the mats, all you want to do with them is center them. Give them a nice little border all around.
This was supposed to have.
And that's what it's going to look like. All right. And then, if I can find my stickers here, I kind of threw everything to the wind when I was trying to clean up here and I couldn't find anything. Let's see what's different. Oh, here it is. So I used the little bamboo border strip stickers on it as well. And this is all from the Tropical Garden collection. And then what you can do here is put an embellishment in the middle, or you could put sticker letters, or you could use die cut letters and put a title. So once I find my die cut letters, I'm probably going to put Key West on this. And that'll be that. And then just notice with the embellishments, so because I had a big one in the middle, I just stuck to smaller ones, but I still formed that triangle so it draws your eye across the whole page. Okay. And that's it. So hopefully you all had fun doing this one and it wasn't too complicated. I am going to stop the recording and thank you for watching, and hello and goodbye to all of you out in video land. Have a good night, ladies. See you next time.